Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Thanks for stopping by today. It's so warm out here today, I don't even believe the trolls are out. Speaking of that, sweating. Time for a beer. Let's see what's in the fridge. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Review today. Today's beer comes from Olde Richmond. This is their India Pale Ale, batch number 11. Here on the back it says, in 1781, Benedict Arnold and his troops set fire to Richmond. Commercial progress was slowed, but Richmonders' desire for good beer would be met by entrepreneurs such as Hay and Forrester, Richard Whitfield, John Clendending, and Calvin Brooks, and Frederick Kick. Their ales and lagers were brewed in small batches to ensure freshness and were assigned individual numbers. We have attempted to replicate some of the very special brews created by the early Virginia brewers, and we hope that you enjoy each one. Batch number 11 is American-style India Pale Ale. This golden brew is well balanced and full-bodied. The distinct hop bite is waiting for you at the end of each sip. Alright, and it says it's bottled by the Richmond Beer Company, but the information I got says it was contract brewed by St. George's Brewing Company. So, according to what I have here, the Olde Richmond Beer Company is out of Hampton, Virginia. There is no ABV listed on either Beer Advocate or Rate Beer site on this beer, so I don't have any idea of what the ABV is on it, guys. It may be something on their website, I didn't check there. The beer is not recommended for extended cellarings unless it exceeds the ABV range. So, well, if we don't know what the ABV range is, how do we know it's going to cellar? Anyway, it's an India Pale Ale. Don't cellar it. Drink the India Pale Ales as soon as you can get them. As soon as you get them chilled, get your cap off of them and drink them up, because every day you let them sit there, the hoppiness is going to fade away a little bit. So if you let it sit there 6 months, it's going to be a lot less hoppy than it was, and a year later it's even going to be less. So we've done that experiment in the Brewers Club, and believe me, it is a reality. It will lose its hoppiness. Food pairings: the cuisine is a curried and Thai food. The cheeses are peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue, even Limburger, Gorgonzola. All your stronger cheeses go with this. And the meat for this is poultry, fish, shellfish, grilled meat, game. The glassware, you can use a pint, Becker, the style, and the mug. I've got the Duvel glass here because I don't know what the ABV. It may be a little stronger than it was. I'll be able to tell you here in a minute pretty close to what the ABV is by the taste of it, more than likely. Like I said, the beer is not recommended for extended cellarings unless the ABV. It's an India Pale Ale. Don't sell it. Let's get it in the glass. This is a bomber. It's a big bottle. Alright guys, it pours a really clear beer. I mean, I can see right through this. It is a darker amber, not quite to the red ale color, but it is a darker amber color. Poured about a half finger of head. Pretty big bubbles mixed in with that. So let's get a nose on it. I'm getting just a little bit of hoppiness there on the nose. It's more malty. It's more malty than anything else. Not getting a big hot presence for an IPA. Maybe a little earthy or grassy hop going on there. Not getting a big nose on this beer, guys, so I don't think it's a big beer. Somewhere between a 5 and a 7% maybe. Anyway, cheers. No, I don't think it's a big beer at all. It's a little bit on the bitter side. It's got a nice, well, not nice, but it's got a bitter front. Right bitter on the tongue. Very bitter. But the IBUs are pretty high on this beer. I'm getting a little bit of lemon. I'm getting a little bit of roasted malt. And that's about it. Not getting a big anything on this beer. Well, let's right out of the fridge. For such a big bottle, I'm not getting a big taste or a big smell on this beer. So, as it warms up, maybe we'll get a little bit better nose on this beer. So, stick around. We'll see what the end brings. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I've been sipping on this probably about 30 minutes or so. It's just not doing it for me. This beer is made in Virginia, in Hampton, which is over on the coast, and I'm here in Roanoke. So I'm about 6 hours away from there. And maybe I should be a little more prejudiced toward the beer company, but this is just not doing it for me for an IPA. I mean, I'm not getting the hop presence that it should be there. I'm not getting any kind of hops other than the bitterness. I'm not getting in not much of the floral, not much of the citrusy, not much of the pine or whatever. I mean, it's just, it doesn't have that big of a smell for an IPA. It doesn't smell like an IPA, and I think this is their latest batch, so I don't think it's really that old. Final chug, guys. If it wasn't for the bitterness of it, it would be a good amber ale. But with the bitterness, it's got the bitterness of an IPA, but it doesn't have the rest of the bromine taste for an American style IPA. Maybe it's more like the English style, I'm not sure. Something to think about. Not impressed here with this one. I'm going to probably give it to 4. I'm going to give it a C. It didn't impress me. Was not impressed. Great Beer has this at 80 overall and a 47 in the style, so somebody was disappointed in the style as much as I was on that beer. But Beer Advocate has it as a B. I just don't think it deserves the B grade. I'm not going to give it the B grade. I've had a lot better IPAs than that. So maybe if you're wanting to get entry level, but I mean, I don't even think it's good for an entry level because it's too bitter. I mean, if you've not had an IPA before and you drank this one for being your first IPA, I think you'd be turned off of IPAs. It'd be too bitter for you. You wouldn't have the rest of the enjoyment of being hoppy or citrusy or any of the good qualities other than just the bitterness of the beer. So, with that being said, guys, give me some comments back on this. And if you've had it, not had it, seen it, pick it up, try it. Let me know what you think. Agree, disagree, I'm wrong, right? Give me some comments back on this one, guys. As always, come back tomorrow. Let's see what's in the fridge then. See y'all then.